recipe from this cookbook. Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing Chinese turnip cakes, and of course it is going to be fabulous for Chinese New Year coming up, but it's also a classic dim sum favorite. And today I'm going to be getting the recipe from this cookbook right here, Vegan Dim Sum by yours truly. And I'll be doing a full review of the cookbook later on in the week, but it has over 60 classic dim sum recipes, all veganized. Everything from your seitan shumai to your classic Chinese egg tarts. And guys, it is such an amazing cookbook. Like, you all are going to really love it. So yeah, without further ado, let's turn the page to Chinese turnip cakes. So the recipe is actually pretty easy. You just have to do a lot of prep work by chopping up some daikon radish, some mushrooms, some carrots, some shallots, just into really fine pieces. Now, in the book, I put in some vegan lapchang sausage as well. You can do that if you want. You can substitute another sausage if you have that. But what you see here are the daikon radishes in big chunks and in shreds. And that is the secret tip also in the book to creating really kind of fluffy, really soft daikon radish cakes, is to have chunks and also the strips. So what I'm doing here is putting the mushrooms, shallots, and carrots in first and just frying them for about 2 to 3 minutes until they get a little bit more crispy and all of the flavors come out. And then I'm going to put in the daikon radish and cook them over about medium heat for 2 to 3 minutes. And the reason is because daikon radish has a ton of water in it, and you just want to let some of that evaporate out so that it takes on whatever flavor we're going to be adding in afterwards. So I'm just going to be adding in the flavoring ingredients for your daikon radish, and that's just some garlic powder, some sugar. I have a vegan bouillon cube. Recipe is all going to be down below, and then some water as well. And what you want to do with the spoon is to just scrape off the little bits of flavor on the bottom, and we're going to bring this guy up to a boil and then cook it for right around 8 to 10 minutes until the mixture has reduced by about a third. Now we're gonna do a starch batter that essentially solidifies the turnip cake. So that's some rice flour, some cornstarch, and then I'm going to mix in some water until the batter is completely smooth. And then afterwards, after the turnip mixture cooks down a bit, I will pour that into this. Now I've liberally greased two 7-inch cake pans, and this is gonna work a lot better if you have square pans just because of the shape, but I actually did not have that. So divide the batter between two of them, and what you want to do is have a pot of water steaming already, right? Because the starch is going to settle to the bottom if you guys just let this rest. Now, one thing that I forgot was to tell you guys to put a sheet of aluminum foil over each of the pans because the condensation from all of the steaming will kind of seep in and make the cakes soft. So make sure to cover that before we steam this on medium-high heat for right around an hour. So to serve, I've actually let this cake cool overnight in the fridge. That's how it will firm up, because if you don't, it is very, very soft. And we're just gonna take it out. I'm gonna cut it up into little pieces. It can be square, it can be whatever shape that you want. And I'm just gonna pan fry it with a little bit of oil. And that way it'll have a nice crispy exterior and the inside is just nice and soft and fluffy. Oh gosh, don't those turnip cakes look awesome. So what I do is I will garnish it with a little bit of scallions and also some toasted sesame seeds. And obviously turnip cakes work best when you serve it with some hoisin sauce because that's sweet. The turnip cakes are a bit savory and they are just the perfect pairing. Anyways, I hope you all have enjoyed this recipe, and remember, later on this week, I will be doing a full review of the cookbook, like revealing all of the recipes and the stories and just everything that went into this book. But I am going to include all of the information on how you guys can get it now if you're interested. I do it through a site as well as through my Patreon. So I hope you guys do check it out. People, I wrote a book. 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 People, hello. From this cookbook right here, that was too violent. Like, needs to be a lot of toss. In. Try the toss. Too much and shorter. Let me just try to catch it sooner. More, yeah, that's perfect. So more flips. Yeah, more flips. Good. Okay. I can probably even look down. I think that makes sense if I look down. It's like more funny.